We are back with another Road to Unrolled. Sometimes you just go ahead and fall flat right on your face and you fail. Back on another night double. Finished 7 hours worth of lecture. Dinner is currently served inside my locker room as I got a to-go box from the cafeteria. And people say, oh, just like Edgar, like, just go ahead and eat your food and you'll be fine. Like, you've had a long day, 7 hours of lecture, like, just, you can move your double. Mileage is starting to stack a bit higher. I can't move doubles anymore. Before I could, not anymore. What does that tell me though, is that I have to make it work. There's no other option, right? You know, coach said down training, I wanna live up to it. And point blank, I'm not a cop-out. And that's something that I put in, like, in the beginning of the season, that there's no reason for me to cop out. God has given me such an amazing talent and work ethic and challenges to where, why would I not want to go ahead and stretch myself, to push myself to my absolute limit, like God has so designed me to be, right? Why would I want to cop that out? I'm like, it's in a way like that shortly just saying no excuses, but I like the idea of no cop out. There's no way to get out of it. All right, you put your head and you're holding it to the fire, and I say to that, game on. And now we're flipping. And it's so funny because it's like all this speech for a 3-mile double, but I've been mediocre for too long in running, so I don't want to. Now I will say, it is very important to learn when to, hit the gas and when to stop. Like, I'm not talking about being David Goggins. This is like just as Coach Ed Eisen says, I think I mentioned before, like, controlled competence equals eventual excellence. So, with the way that I'm framing this, is that I'm in a good enough position right now. I've been healthy, I'm running good, everything's fine, to where, all that's contributing to, let me step up. Let me get the opportunity to take the risk to step up. And so that's how I'm framing this whole thing in terms of not being a cop-out. I'm not encouraging obsession that's not healthy. That's why, through my lectures today, I'm happy that I was in there. I wasn't thinking about this run. I get this run done and then you move on.
All right, good morning. Currently, about to go to practice right now. But anyways, another double threshold day. We got 5 miles of LT in the AM. I forgot what we're going to do in the PM, but we'll find out.
So we just finished double threshold for today. 5 miles at LT. Got through that 5:18-ish pace. Definitely felt the fatigue. For the PM, ended up running 8x800s at 2:39. Right on the dot. 30 seconds of rest, which is kind of crazy, but it was manageable. My left soleus is still pretty tight, so full recovery for tomorrow. It feels weird. Like, I know I'm making progress for sure. Like, a lot's going on. I think it's just, once again, just trying to take in the fact that I am, like, the progress is being made. Like, it's actually happening. It could feel so monotonous at times with the training. And you wonder, like, are you making progress? Because I feel amazing in these workouts. Even in the days like today where I didn't feel super great, we still did it. The body did it. And so we're closing the gap on, like, good days and really bad days, and just making them into a lot of B+ days. And that's how we continue to move forward. I love it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm super stressed right now in terms of school stuff. I got a lot to do tomorrow, but we gotta go to bed, so sweet. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, I did not record anything for this workout, but I did 24x400s at about 70 seconds per 400. Pretty insane workout. I literally wanted to die, and I was getting dropped. It was just one of those tough workouts where it just gives you an insane confidence booster. So finishing up with a long run, double threshold, and 24x400s to cap off my highest mileage week ever, which is at 77 miles. And then the next day, as you can see here, I ran really slow, enjoyed myself with some of my teammates from my community college, and just vibed out. I loved it.
We have a big week coming up. Spring break is technically happening at the moment for my school, but that doesn't take away the fact that we still need to train for arguably one of my biggest races of the season coming up, which is the Occidental 5K. I have the goal of breaking I have my A goal to break 15 minutes in the 5K, which is a season goal of mine, and then the B goal of 15:04 to get under the conference standard. And so we're trying to do that, trying to lock in, about to finish up a 77-mile week, and it's raining right now, so I got to get to it. All right, so hey y'all. All right, it's the next day, new week. Good to be home. Good to be home. This is here up in Riverside. This is like what, a couple miles from my house. I'm currently 5 miles in right now for my run. And one thing I wanted to point out is the fact that despite that I'm in high intensity training, high volume right now, it can be very easy to get greedy and overdo it. And I know I mentioned that before on my last video about, you know, facing that type of mindset when something doesn't go right. And I am doubling down on that. You know, I'm now 3 days removed from my last workout. I did 24x400s at like 70 seconds average. It was a really hard workout, but you know, I could have easily been like, okay, cool, you know, just take maybe an easy run and then hit the iron hot. And I'm like, well, there's no use to doing that. I already have an amazing base. I just got to get my body to physiologically adapt and follow through, and don't overdo it. And so I've just been taking it easy. Right now it's 8:26 average. We're gonna head back right now, finish up 10 miles for today, and then we get ready for a workout tomorrow because we're gonna go back to Biola. So lovely. Just got cut off by coach. So fun. Yeah. First 2 mile rep, just fine. Second 2 mile rep, split like a 5:05 and then like a 5:30 the next one and blew out. Ridiculous. It is what it is. Workout.
Cheer the guys on.
You won't be good at every workout. This is my first bad workout of like the actual track season, so I'm not worried about it. I also never did good on the last time we did this workout back in the fall, so we're chilling. Cool. I'm not gonna lie, I just completely like crapped the workout, like just didn't do well at all. The first 2 mile rep was fine. The 4x200s were fine. I split like a 5:05 and then died off to a 5:30 the second mile. I was supposed to do another round of 4x200s, but my coach and I just called it there. But yeah, my coach and I called it for the second 4x200s. Just wasn't gonna happen. I felt just more fatigued than usual, but to be honest, I'm not as worried about it because the last time I did this workout, I didn't feel amazing either back in the fall, and I still ended up running pretty fast for at least an 8K. So I think you gotta just continue to dial in, get more sharp. Don't overdo it. Don't overdo it.
Now we're post 24 hours from the workout from yesterday. That was just an absolute bonker. Oh, and another thing is that I will not be racing at Occidental this weekend. I will be racing at Ben Brown at Cal State Fullerton on Friday, excuse me. And that's just because we thought Occidental was going to be, it was, you know, that was
the main meet to go to at first for myself, just because I haven't run that fast in the 5K officially. But because Ben Brown was starting to take in 15:30 guys and under, and we know that I'm at the very least at 15:15 shape, we're going for sub 15, but shot myself in there. I think I'm going to be in the slowest heat, which is fine. I think I'm in a race that I can win. Once again, that is the scenario. I have to fulfill that. So we're going to go all in on that. It's currently literally T-minus 24 hours, or should I say 23 hours and 56 minutes before my race goes off tomorrow. Racing a 5K tomorrow, ready to go. I just saw my heat, and I'm actually racing with a lot of guys that I'm very familiar with from my community college. There's always something special with that, being able to race with people that you once trained with before on a different team, and I love those guys. They're fantastic, so I look forward to racing with them. Definitely gonna try to go ahead and beat them. I'm once again put into a scenario where I can say this is a race I can win, for sure. But I'm kind of mixed in between a couple of things in my mind. One is my season goal of breaking 15 minutes in the 5K, plus getting under the conference standard of 15:04, which for reference, that's about 4:48 per mile. If you were to just continuously hitting that pace consistently, and about 72 seconds per 400. And I definitely can say I'm flirting with that fitness, but also with the way I race, the way I have found myself the most successful in races is to be able to get a negative split, meaning that I, start out slower and then get out faster. Although usually for myself in my most successful races, I have found that I have been, although from what I'm looking at, despite the fact that I do have this, and I'm going to say again, a season goal. It's not just tomorrow's goal, it's a season goal. I'm trying to look at this race right now and trying to shift the mindset to that I want to go ahead and win no matter what the time is. I don't care if it slows down to a 15:30 race and it starts out slow and we finish really fast, or just, we're trying to go guns blazing and someone's already hitting the pace down to like 4:45-ish. Although my strategy going into this race is to try to keep composure as much as possible and do not make any drastic moves. I want to let the dust settle, even if it goes out, let's say, in a 4:50 pace. I'm depending on my confidence and my fitness that I can close and compete. And that's the thing I want to say. I want to compete. There are guys in this race that I have beaten before, or maybe it's the other way around, or maybe they've only beaten me and I have not beat them yet, and I want to go beat somebody. I can't get lost in the competitive aspect of this and how special it is and what a gift it is to go ahead and compete. If I shift that focus to wanting to go ahead and try to go for the win, aim at that, but be smart about it. Kind of run within myself within that first half of the race, and then truthfully respond as the race goes on. Overall, I'm super stoked. I'm going to be running in the on 10K spikes. I just tested out today, and there was a bit of a weird thing in terms of regulations and trying to figure out if I can actually run in this spike. But in terms of the 2025 track season, I can run in this spike with no problem. Super stoked for tomorrow. We're ready to roll. Super excited. It's a blessing, man. Can't take it for granted. All right, up in the next morning. Bible first, then good old Adam Wood. Shout out to Adam Wood, man. It's currently 7:45 a.m. I woke up about 45 minutes ago and just kind of took my time to wake up, then enforce it. I'm not racing till 6 p.m. as mentioned before.
And enjoy it.
All right, thank you. That's fire. So we're currently less than 3 hours away from race time. It actually doesn't feel like it's coming that fast, but it is. I've been trying to distract myself, just doing literally anything, cleaned my room quite a bit. Even though it looks cluttered here. The rest of the room looks alright. But chugging down a yerba mate. And I've already like slept so much. Like I slept 8 hours and then I took like another hour nap like earlier. And I think it's like I'm so impatient to where it's much better for me, instead of just like scrolling on my phone or trying to distract myself, to just literally just chill in bed. Like don't do anything. I'm trying to once again just hold composure. I will admit that I'm nervous. Also, it's like raining right now, or like it's kind of sprinkling, which it's not gonna affect it that much. Previously, I was writing down in my notebook this morning and just trying to remind myself how far I have come. I've strung a lot of workouts together, and I definitely have to remind myself that I am good enough, and I'm good enough going into the race. I don't have to have the race define me. And these are good nerves to feel. I really just want to be in the atmosphere. Once I get in the atmosphere, I'll be good. It's just all this waiting. I don't like night races. I figured I actually like morning races a lot better, but that's the life of a LD guy. We're currently running late. It's 4:10. Coach is hopping in the bus.
Like, probably the most common
Oh yeah.
is
There you go. He's in. He's in. Let's go.
Performance elite, Gorilla, and Bounce Utah Cadets in Martin, Viola's Wallace, Performance Elite, Don and Lopez, Bounce Great. Lopez, Gorilla, either way.
Come on, Edgar. Come on, Jeremiah. Let's go. Come on, Edgar. It's yours. let's go! Come on, Edgar! Win this! Come on, Jura! Come on! Come on, move, Jura!
There you go, Edgar. Start kicking in.
Edgar Ortega of Viola. Joshua West of Riverside finishing up second.
All right, insane race. Point blank, won that PR by over 30 seconds in the 5K, 15:11. That was a wild race. I was yo-yoing back and forth with the lead. Actually, it was like first like a little ways back in the beginning up until like I want to say halfway through the race started to pick up, and then I was like thinking to myself like I know I can hang on to this pace. I know I can stick up to the front, and I was just trying to find a good spot. I was on the inside for the most part, so I wasn't running any extra distance. But I think like tactics wise, it was good. I felt uncertain until literally the bell lap.
Thomas CD! There we go!
Good Angel!
And so, like, I don't know, man. I will say the race that I was in, a lot of the faces I was familiar with, especially from my community college. And so I was like lapping a close buddy of mine, and he told me go win it at the bell lap, and I went for it on the backstretch, and it was good. Yeah, good opportunity, good race. I mean, I know we can run faster. We're getting closer to the goal of sub 15. It's definitely not a bad place to start. So I'm super proud of it. Super proud of it. I mean, it's also my first college win, which who cares if it's in like the slowest heat of Ben Brown for the 5K, but a win is a win. I've been wanting this for so long, so I'll take it. Very happy with it, very blessed.
All right, so we are rolling out because the body's definitely gonna be really tight tomorrow. But hi y'all. Just you guys saw what happened. I just won my first college race ever, and you know, there's so many things that could be caught on if like the critic in me wanted to go ahead and push this forward, but where like you can say things where it's like, okay, yeah, well, did I win the slowest heat of the meet for that 5K? Yeah, but it was so gratifying in the sense that progress has been made, and I won. I PR by 30 seconds in the 5K, and I know that there's more, and it's a step in the right direction. And it's going back on what I said a couple weeks ago back for the 3K, you know, after a very frustrating result. I was thinking to myself, I was like, don't panic, don't overdo it, stay the course, and everything will be fine. And I did exactly that. And so, you know, we went ahead, trained, got some more workouts in, and now we're here. And it's, I mean, I loved it. I loved every moment, just the way that felt. That this felt more than just a win for me, like just in that physical sense of a win. Like this has been a testament to how crazy my college experience has been on the collegiate level for running. And I know there's so much more. I'm just barely scratching the surface. And I have so much time and right now to continue to improve. I mean, I'm inspired because I saw a lot of familiar faces there. You know, whether it be through high school or just mutuals or former teammates and such. Like that was the experience that I was having, and just talking to everyone, and it was so enjoyable. And I'm grateful and even that, like my brother and my mom were able to see my race as well, which anytime that you get your family to come and watch, it's I'm never taking that for granted. I almost get like emotional thinking about it. But so we had that for, you know, my race, and we also had a couple other things happen for our team. But list in particular for the 5K men, because that was just the group I was with and been training with and such. Shout out to my teammates. I mean, we had a couple guys go under 15 minutes. I know we had, you know, some guys in my heat that kind of struggled, but I love them. I know they're going to perform well in the future. And even to my guy Josh, he was able to run under 15 minutes in the 5K, and he's a true freshman. Kid's an absolute stud. My buddy Rowan, he was able to get under 15 minutes, well under, and he was coming off of pneumonia, you know, the past couple of weeks. My guy Aiden Tomasini broke the school record for 20 minutes. He ran 14:25, shaving, I think, 2 seconds off the school record, just until not even 20 minutes later, where our guy Melt, he was able to run 14:18, and he didn't even feel his best today. So even just aside from myself as to what I was doing and how great that was, I feel so inspired and my heart is fulfilled because of the fact that these guys were continuing to go ahead and work hard and put themselves out there and take a risk, and that's why we get better. Even for guys that didn't have the best day, like, I hope that they're still walking away knowing that they have the opportunity to improve, because that's the case. Even also just being with my guys, even just being with like my former teammates, close friends of mine were there to be able to go ahead and watch, and I saw them compete as well, and that's such an amazing opportunity that not a lot of people get, especially at the college level, because it's very easy to just go ahead and have everyone go their separate ways, and not everyone wants to do collegiate running. But I'm glad I have my group of people, my circle, and I mean, it just culminated to just an experience that literally just makes me feel so alive. It becomes more than just racing. This becomes the sport that I love and have been loving for over a decade. And I love this sport. I hold this sport so close to my heart. And I'll keep doing that. Moving forward, I'm going to be, doing an easy run tomorrow, sleeping in a bit, and then moving on for the day with there. I think my time right now, I ran 15:11. It puts me in a good spot for my conference, but I think I may need to run another 5K later in the future. But moving forward in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be running the 1500 and 800 next week. I believe that's going to be the case. I'm going to be running that at Point Loma, and going to be training for the next couple of weeks past that up until April 3rd or 4th. I will be debuting for the 10K at San Francisco, which that's going to be an awesome event. And maybe run another 5K just before doing the 10K, 5K conference double. So that's the plan for the moment. And I'm still going to say the same thing, even coming off from CMS, where I can't get greedy. I need to stay patient. I need to have humility. And I need to have this full, wholehearted belief that God's going to put me in the right direction. Because I felt that his energy was working. tonight. Even in not that it only works, of course, in good scenarios, but I really felt the beauty of his work culminating together, and I give it all to him. So, whether you are a believer or not, that's whether or not you are a believer, I hope you can still see that this experience, I can feel that culminating from God. And I believe that my faith has been a factor into putting in these performances. And I believe that my faith has been a big factor in putting my best performances forward, because it leaves a lot less tension in the body for me. So that's where I'm at for the moment. I think that's everything. I've not been rolling out, I've just now been yapping. But thank you guys so much for watching and supporting. We got more to come. We're just scratching the surface, and I'm blessed, very blessed. Appreciate you all. Have a good one.